Ladies and gentlemen, you ever notice how everybody says hello the same way? Flat, dull, predictable. It's just words. But let me tell you something. Words alone don't make an impression. It's the way you deliver them that makes people stop, take notice, and remember you. Now imagine this. You walk into a room, and instead of saying hello, you hit them with, well, well, well. Look who it is. Or maybe, hmm. Now that's a face I needed to see today. See, that's different. That's unexpected. That's energy. And people don't react to words, they react to energy. The world is full of noise. People are bombarded with messages all day long. If you want to stand out, if you want to make people gravitate toward you, then you got to command the moment. A handshake is forgettable. A phrase with personality? Unforgettable. Instead of hello, say their name with a spark. Jason, man, I was just thinking about you. Boom. You just turned a greeting into an experience. Instead of a dull, hey, try something playful. I know you didn't just walk in here looking that sharp without giving me a heads up. Watch their face light up. It's not about what you say, it's about how you make people feel. Because people will forget words, but they'll never forget moments. And if so, the next time you meet someone, don't just greet them, engage them, excite them, elevate the moment. Say something they'll remember and watch how the world opens up for you. Now go out there and make them go crazy for you. First impressions are everything. You don't get a second chance to make a first impression. And whether we like it or not, people make snap judgments the moment they see us, hear us, or interact with us. In fact, science tells us that within the first few seconds of meeting someone, their brain has already decided how they feel about us. Whether they trust us, whether they're interested in us, and whether they'll remember us long after we've left the room. That's power. But the problem? Most people waste that first impression. They walk into a room, mumble a dull hello, or give a lifeless, hey, how's it going? And just like that, the moment is gone. They blend in. They become forgettable. But the ones who truly understand the power of a first impression, they don't just say words, they make people feel something. Imagine you're at a networking event, a party, or even just running into an old friend at a coffee shop. You could say, hey, what's up? And they'll respond with the same generic, not much. How about you? Mess autopilot, no spark, no energy. But what if, instead, you greeted them with something that stopped them in their tracks? Instead of hello, you hit them with, now this is what I call perfect timing. I was just thinking about you. Suddenly, you've changed the entire dynamic of the interaction. They feel special. They feel like this moment was meant to happen. Or how about this? Instead of a regular plain greeting, you say, look who just made my day better. You've instantly lifted their mood. You've brought warmth, energy, and enthusiasm into the moment. And in return, they'll mirror that energy back to you. This is where people go wrong. They assume first impressions are about looking good, dressing well, or having the right words. But the real secret, it's energy. It's the way you show up, the way you own the moment, and the way you make people feel when they meet you. Think about the most charismatic, magnetic people you know. When they walk into a room, do they just whisper a lazy hello and blend into the background? No. They command the moment. They bring energy. They make their presence felt before they even say a word. And guess what? You don't have to be rich, famous, or born with some special gift to do this. It's a simple shift in how you approach every interaction. Let's say you're meeting someone for the first time. Instead of the typical nice to meet you, try something that adds a little personality. Now, this is a pleasure I didn't know I needed today. Or if you see an old friend, man, I must be lucky. Two legends in the same room at once, pointing at them and yourself. It's playful, it's unexpected, it makes them smile, and more importantly, it makes them remember you. You see, the mind is wired to notice things that break the pattern. Most people walk around going through the motions, stuck in the same social routines. But when someone disrupts that pattern, even in a small way, the brain pays attention. It's why comedians can make a whole room of strangers laugh. It's not just what they say, it's how they say it. It's the rhythm, the tone, the energy behind the words. And you don't need to be a comedian, but you do need to understand that a greeting isn't just about acknowledging someone. It's about creating a moment they'll walk away from and say, man, that person was different. And here's the real secret. When you master the art of the first impression, it doesn't just make people like you, it makes people gravitate toward you. It makes people excited to see you. It makes doors open, conversations flow, and relationships build effortlessly. So the next time you walk into a room, the next time you pick up the phone, the next time you see someone you know, don't just say hello, don't just say what's expected. Say something that brings life into the moment. Because in a world full of forgettable greetings, be the one they never forget. Energy speaks louder than words. You've probably heard the saying, it's not what you say, it's how you say it. But let's take that a step further. Sometimes it's not even about the words at all. It's about the energy behind them. The truth is, people don't just listen to what you say, they feel what you say. Your presence, your tone, your body language, it all speaks before. Maybe it was a friend, a colleague, or even a stranger at a party. They walked in and immediately the atmosphere changed. They didn't even have to say anything profound, just a simple hey with the right enthusiasm, the right spark, and suddenly they had everyone's attention. It's not because of what they said, it's because of how they made people feel. Now think about the opposite. Someone who enters a room, mutters a dull hey, barely makes eye contact, and drags their energy behind them like a heavy bag. The words are the same, but the impact, nothing. You don't feel excited, you don't feel engaged, you don't even feel like responding with more than a basic hey back. Why? Because their energy is flat. And that's the difference between being magnetic and being forgettable. The world is full of words. People are constantly talking, messaging, posting, and calling. But what cuts through the noise? Energy. The way you deliver a message, the life you put into it, the emotion behind your words. That's what people remember. Think about some of the greatest public speakers, leaders, or even actors. What makes them compelling? It's not just the script or the speech. It's the way they own the moment. They bring passion, rhythm, and intensity into their voice. They don't just say something, they deliver it. On somewhat difficult task. They make you feel it. Now, let's bring it back to you. Imagine you're walking into a room. The way you greet people, the way you introduce yourself, it all starts with energy. If you say, hey, how's it going? In a monotone voice with no expression, you've already lost the moment. But if you say, man, it's good to see you, how you been, with genuine excitement, with a smile, with that little extra spark, people feel it. And here's the key, energy is contagious. You ever notice how some people just lift the room the moment they step in? They bring joy, enthusiasm, confidence. And in return, everyone around them starts matching that energy. It's almost automatic. That's because humans mirror the emotions of those they interact with. On the flip side, ever been around someone with low energy? Someone who complains, sighs, mumbles? Suddenly you feel drained. You feel like you have to carry the conversation. That's because negative energy is just as contagious as positive energy. So, if energy is this powerful, why not use it to your advantage? If you want people to remember you, if you want to be the kind of person others love to be around, be intentional about the energy you bring. It starts before you even say a word. Your posture, your eye contact, your facial expression, all of it speaks. And walk in with confidence, stand tall, make eye contact like you mean it. Let your presence announce itself before your voice even does. Then, when you speak, own your words. Instead of a weak, good morning, try good morning, how's your day going, with enthusiasm. Instead of a flat, nice to meet you, try, man, I've heard great things about you, finally we meet. Instead of a dull, how have you been? Say, it's been too long, what's been the best part of your week? The difference? You're bringing energy. You're making people feel something, and that's what makes an interaction stand out. Because at the end of the day, people don't just remember what you said, they remember how you made them feel. And the person who brings the right energy, the kind that makes people feel seen, valued, and excited, is the person everyone wants to be around. So the next time you walk into a room, don't just speak. Don't just go through the motions. Bring energy, bring presence, bring life. Because when you do, people won't just hear you, they'll feel you. Personalization is power. It's the difference between blending in and standing out, between making a moment forgettable and making it unforgettable. The truth is, people don't just want to be acknowledged, they want to be recognized. They want to feel like they matter, like they're more than just another face in the crowd. And the easiest, most effective way to do that, make it personal. Think about how many times you've heard someone say, hey, what's up? Or how's it going? It's automatic, it's generic, and it doesn't make anyone feel special. Now imagine instead of that, someone greets you with, there he is, the man, the myth, the legend. Or now that's a face I love seeing. Instantly, the energy shifts. It's personal, it's engaging. It makes you feel like you actually matter to the person speaking to you. And that's the secret. People don't remember words. They remember how you made them feel. You ever hear someone say your name in conversation and suddenly it grabs your attention? That's because the sound of our own name is music to our ears. It triggers something in our brain. It tells us, hey, I'm important to this person. They actually see me. That's why using someone's name in a greeting, in a conversation, in a moment of connection, it's a power move. Instead of just saying, hey, what if you said, Jessica, there you are. I was hoping I'd see you today. That doesn't just acknowledge someone, it makes them feel valued. It turns a simple interaction into a moment, and it doesn't stop at names. Personalization is about making people feel like they stand out. That means noticing the little things. If you know someone just got back from a trip, don't just say, hey, how was your vacation? Say, tell me, was Italy as amazing as you imagined? I need details. If you see a friend wearing something new, don't just say, nice shirt. Say, man, that color is your color. You look sharp. If you're reconnecting with someone after a long time, don't just say, how have you been? Say, it's been way too long. What's been the highlight of your year so far? The difference? You're showing that you pay attention. You're making people feel seen. And when people feel seen, they remember you. Look, the world is filled with surface-level interactions. People throw around small talk like it's a chore, but the people who truly connect, the ones who make an impact, they go deeper. They take a moment to personalize the conversation. They don't just acknowledge someone, they make them feel like the only person in the room. And here's the real power of personalization. It makes people want to be around you. Think about the people in your life who always make you feel good, the ones who greet you with excitement, who remember the little things about you, who take the time to make every conversation feel like it matters. Those are the people we gravitate toward. So the next time you greet someone, don't just throw out the same old words everyone else uses. Make it personal. Make it meaningful. Make them feel like they matter. Because in a world where most people are just waiting for their turn to talk, the ones who actually listen, remember, and personalize, they're the ones people never forget. Confidence commands respect. It's not just about what you say, it's about how you say it. You could have the most powerful, brilliant words in the world, but if you deliver them with hesitation, doubt, or insecurity, nobody's going to listen. On the other hand, you could say something simple, something as basic as good to see you, but if you say it with conviction, presence, and confidence, people take notice. Confidence is magnetic. It draws people in, it makes them trust you, believe in you, and want to be around you. But here's the secret. Confidence isn't about being the loudest person in the room. It's not about arrogance, and it's not about faking something you don't have. True confidence comes from owning your space, your voice, and your energy. Think about the most charismatic people you know. When they walk into a room, they don't rush. They don't shrink themselves to take up less space. They move with intention. They look people in the eye. They speak clearly and deliberately. And when they greet you, they do it in a way that makes you feel like you matter. Now contrast that with someone who walks into a room with their head down, mumbling a quick hey with no energy, no presence. That doesn't inspire confidence. That doesn't make people lean in. If anything, it makes them forget you are even there. People mirror the energy you give them. If you greet someone with uncertainty, they'll treat you with uncertainty. If you come in unsure of yourself, people will be unsure of you. But if you step into a moment owning it, if you speak with certainty, people will respect you even before they know anything about you. Let's talk about posture. Before you even say a word, your body is already speaking for you. Are you standing tall? Are your shoulders back? Are you making eye contact? Because the way you hold yourself sends a message. If you carry yourself with confidence, people will assume you're someone worth listening to. And when it's time to speak, speak with purpose. Don't rush through your words like you're apologizing for taking up space. Don't trail off at the end of your sentences like you're unsure of what you're saying. Own your words. Instead of a weak, hey, how's it going? Try saying, hey, good to see you. Instead of a timid, nice to meet you, try, I've been looking forward to this. It's great to finally meet you. Instead of a hesitant, how have you been? Say, tell me something good. What's been the best part of your week? What's been the best part of your week? Confidence isn't about perfection. It's about certainty. Even if you don't have all the answers, even if you're still figuring things out, speak like you believe in yourself. Because if you don't believe in yourself, why should anyone else? And here's something most people don't realize. Confidence isn't just about how you feel, it's about how you make others feel. When you walk into a conversation with confidence, you put other people at ease. You make them feel comfortable. You create an atmosphere where they can be open, engaged, and excited to talk to you. Think about it. If someone greets you with hesitation, you feel that awkwardness. But if someone greets you with certainty, warmth, and presence, you feel secure in the conversation. Confidence is a skill, and like any skill, it can be built. It starts with simple things. Stand tall, make eye contact, speak clearly, don't rush your words, believe in what you're saying. The more you do this, the more natural it becomes. And before you know it, you're commanding attention. Not because you're demanding it, but because people can't help but respect the presence you bring. So the next time you walk into a room, the next time you greet someone, the next time you open your mouth to speak, own it. Because confidence isn't just about how you feel, it's about how you make the world feel about you. Leave them better than you found them. Every interaction you have is an opportunity to lift someone up, to inspire them, to make them feel valued. The way you engage with people, the way you speak to them, the way you make them feel in those few moments, that's what they'll remember long after you've walked away. Most people go through life on autopilot. They move from conversation to conversation without much thought. They greet people out of habit, they respond out of obligation, and they walk away without really leaving anything meaningful behind. But the ones who stand out, the ones people talk about, remember, and gravitate toward, they approach every interaction with the intention to add value. Think about the last time someone truly made your day. Maybe it was a compliment you didn't expect. Maybe it was the way they showed genuine excitement to see you. Maybe it was the way they spoke to you like you were the only person in the world in that moment. That feeling, that's impact, that's presence, and that's what you should be aiming to create in every interaction. It doesn't take much to leave people better than you found them. A simple, genuine compliment can change the entire course of someone's day. You never know what someone is going through, and you never know how much they might need to hear something positive. Instead of just saying, "Hey, how are you?" try saying, "Hey, I always love running into you. You bring great energy." Instead of just saying, "Nice to see you," try saying, "Man, seeing you just made my day better." Instead of just saying, "Take care," try saying, "Keep doing what you're doing. You're killing it." You never know how much weight those words might carry for someone. You never know how much someone might need a reminder that they're doing something right, that they matter, that their presence is appreciated. Leaving people better than you found them also means being fully present. It means actually listening when they speak, not just waiting for your turn to talk. It means making eye contact, showing genuine curiosity, asking questions that go beyond small talk. When you do this, people feel it. They sense when you actually care. And in a world where most conversations are shallow and rushed, that kind of presence stands out. This isn't just about making people like you. It's about creating meaningful connections. It's about making sure that, no matter how brief the moment, you left something positive behind. Because when you do that consistently, when you make it your habit to add value in every interaction, you become unforgettable. And here's the thing, the energy you give out comes back to you. When you make a habit of uplifting others, you start surrounding yourself with people who uplift you. When you spread positivity, it starts to reflect back in your own life. The way you treat others has a way of shaping the way the world treats you. So make it a mission, whether it's a stranger, a friend, a coworker, or a loved one. Make them feel seen, make them feel valued, make them feel better than they did before they spoke to you. Because at the end of the day, people won't remember the exact words you said, but they'll always remember how you made them feel.